Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Eden Zero, Chapter 14. When we last left off, Shiki and Elsie had their, fight, all throughout the Skull Fairy, with them both really, doing a shit ton of damage to each other. It was a really great fight. With Shiki seemingly winning, I doubt Elsie's gone for good just because she seems like too important to the character, and knows too much about the Demon King, as well as the government, or the police force, or whoever those guys that popped up midway through the fight were, who are bearing down the Skull Fairy. But Shiki dealt a seemingly final blow, mastering a move the Demon King had used on him eons ago. And yeah, that's really where we left off. Also, I am continuing my fall straw poll for a couple weeks, just because I decided, for reasons I'll go into in a later video, that I want to give people a bit more time to actually, watch some fall anime before they decide what series they want to see me review. So that will be up until the 15th. So get some early viewing done. Let me know what you want to see. Description, you know the drill by now. Yeah, let's move on to the chapter proper. Chapter 14, Born Again. And I'm not familiar with this reader, so I'll try to work it out. Okay, I got it. It's fixed. We open on the Skull Fairy in space. And we just see, boom, boom, boom. Visible from space. And it's, right where we left off last week. With, the floors, smashed through several floors from Shiki's final attack last week. And Shiki is, standing over the defeated Elsie. And they landed right in the room where Rebecca and Wise were. And Rebecca calls out, "Shiki!" So that's where the noise came from. It was Thwomp Boy. I want that to be Shiki's nickname. I love Thwomp Boy. It's Wise. Falling from the ceiling. And hey, why are you half naked? Happy, what the fuck? I guess my clothes tore off when I did my really big move. The gravity must have destroyed the fibers of your clothing. Is this? And Happy walks over. Elsie? And she, fades into gloop. And, melts away. Happy starts screaming, and this little, Cyclops bird thing is the only bit left standing of her. And it kind of, waddles away as Wise and Rebecca, scream. And they just hear, laughter. As a screen pops up with, I'm guessing, the real Elsie. That was a Copycat 54, a parasite that mimics human form. That's been a storage ship for some time now, but as we left it unattended, it became infested with bugs. They used DNA traces of my crew left on the ship to take their forms. The one that imitated me was somewhat weak. Okay. Alright, I see how this is gonna go. And Shiki, looks at her in shock. Well, thanks for the exterminations job. I'm sorry, but this pirate is on another ship. Again with the references. There's our Mario reference for the day. Your princess in another castle. But that leads to the question. Does the copycat, get some, when it, uses the human DNA, does it get some of their memories? Because Elsie was talking about shit that I doubt some random parasite would know about the Devil King. And didn't the police guys recognize Elsie's signature on there? So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, Elsie's brushing them off. You tricked us! Don't complain. You just cleaned that ship. You just cleaned the ship that will be your new partner. Partner? Wait, I forgot Pino was with them. That ship now belongs to you. Okay. Elsie, what are you doing? Elsie's up to something, I know it. Because, there's no reason for Elsie to give them the Skull Fairy. What? Seriously? Why? Does not compute. You defeated my imposter. As promised, the ship is yours. That makes so little sense, I'm getting scared. Of course, I planned to give that ship to Shiki from the start. But it's no fun just handing it over, is it? And I wanted to see what you could do. From the start? You always planned to give it to me? That ship belonged to the Demon King, Ziggy. His name is Ziggy? That's the Demon King's name. Alright. He once took it outside the Sakura cosmos, on his quest to find Mother. I met him on his return trip. He told me he never made it to Mother, but he found you, Shiki. Wait, I wasn't born on Granbell? And Happy's like, I assumed you weren't. I mean, we were there. It was all bots. Rebecca and Happy are like, I have no time for this. Ziggy knew his life was coming to an end. That's why he returned to Granbell rather than seek out Mother. He went there to raise you. Coming to an end? Does that mean my master is... Oh yeah, I never told you. He died when I was little. Oh yeah. I guess Pino doesn't know. Then my master is gone? I owed Ziggy a favor. No, it's more than that. I owe him a great debt of gratitude. He said that one day Shiki would go into space, and he wanted me to give him this ship. It was his request. Grandpa did that for me? You're seriously giving us this ship? Wise, does not care about all the sentimentality at all. Your ship is the tiny one we already have, Professor. So, all that talk about selling us in Gilst, I was half joking, obviously. Do I look that villainous to you? Wait, half joking? Do I look that villainous to you? A little, yeah. Half joking? Yeah, Happy's on the right track there. But those tentacles made for some great picks, so I saved a bunch. And Elsie has no time for her comrade's sexual harassment. Idiot, delete those. We were planning to steal the ship, and now you're just giving it to us? That's dumb. Why does it matter? I appreciate the thought, but I don't think I want it. And Wise like, yes you do, stupid! I mean, I didn't expect you to be so nice. We can't just take your ship. It's only one ship. Compared to my fleet, it's a trifle. Holy shit! She has an armada! Fuck! You can hear the rumbling from space. That's not how space works. What? Whoa! And Wise and Shiki are like, what the fuck? I'd heard the rumors, but I didn't realize her fleet was that big. We're talking to a real big shot. Happy's shaking in place. Your Highness, you know who has us surrounded. Oh, honestly, I suppose we stayed in one spot for too long. And she clicks a little thing, and we see, I guess, the police force, whatever they were called. The Interstellar Union Army. We will soon be entering firing range. Oh, so they weren't at the Skull Ferry at all. They were at the real flagship. Okay. I'd like to look into that mystery ether reading more. We've identified the ship carrying Elsie. Then who was that mystery ether reading? Because Shiki's ether reading should not have been on the ship, but they got the Demon King out of it, right? If they weren't scanning the Skull Ferry, but instead her actual flagship, doesn't make any sense. Alright, there's some more mysteries going on. It's time to bring down the hammer of justice. And the Union Army, shoots out lasers at them all. Highness, they're firing at us! Merely warning shots. Stay calm. Raise the shields before they fire their second round. Yes, milady! We see, huge explosions throughout space. What is it now? Is there a war going on? It's the space government's army. Oh, is Elsa, near them? I figured she was in some, alternate area of space. We'll entertain them a bit, then be on our way. That should buy you time to escape. But we've done this before. They're not going to catch us here. But if you stick around, you'll have more trouble than you bargained for. And Shiki, looks at them. Hurry and go. We can't fight if we're busy protecting you. Thanks for the ship. My debt to Ziggy is repaid. Now I never want to see you again. You were a friend of Grandpa's, weren't you? And she turns back to face him. That means you're my friend, too. I like that look in your eye. That reminds me. Ziggy told me it's about to go out. Watch is right about to go out. No, not at all. Whoever makes it to Mother will be born again. Okay. Are we throwing in some Christianity references in here, Mashima? Is that where we're going? A place where people are born again? What does that mean? And Wise just thinks the name Mother, and Pino looks up. Highness, Warship 42 is taking serious damage. We're not moving until the children are out of the sector. What are you doing? We have to get out of here. Wait, Wise! And Wise slams the lever down. One of these levers oughta... And the Skull Fairy zooms away. And Elsie just smiles at them. A single ship has retreated. It's likely the ship with the strange ether reading. Oh, so they were getting... Okay, so they had one ship with Elsie, and then one ship with the strange ether reading. That makes more sense. Blast it, Elsie. She wanted to let that ship get away. I don't like it. And Justice, like, starts to, like, make some, like, creaking noise and his hair darkens. All ships, prepare to leave this sector. Hurry! And he's turned into a Jellal clone. We have our Sieg number 3. Okay. Elsie. I'm not that easy, Justice. Okay, there's definitely some history there. Because we know how much Mashima loves to reuse his character designs. There's got to be some kind of significance between Justice and Elsie. But yeah, we have our new Jellal clone. Hello. Our new Sieg, our new Sieg Heart, our new Sieg Rain, our new Jellal, our new Mystagon, our new... God, there were so many Jellals in Fairy Tail. I forgot how many there were. Alright. I'm not that easy, Justice. The Skull Fairy is, like, zooming away. What was that? Do we go from there to whoever here is in less than a second? That was fast travel. Oh, I guess that tech didn't exist 50 years ago. It's literally just called fast travel. Mashima, get better. You're good at naming things. Basically, we just warped. The future is awesome. Space is awesome. I love their, like, very, like, similar but super different reactions there. I hope Elsie and the others are okay. I can't believe we're worrying about pirates. I wonder where in the cosmos we are. It looks like we're close to Blue Garden. That's perfect. We can go back there for a little while. Yes, the world of the future! You need to go back to Norma, Professor. I thought Alpha Wise said that he didn't need to go back to Norma, that he could live out his life as he wanted. But Shiki, like, looks out into the stars. I hope I get to see you again, Elsie. And in the ship's hangar, I'm guessing this is the Skull Fairy's hangar? Some, like, life pod, labeled E4 opens up. And someone, like, it, like, opens up revealing a person. And it looks like this is the last page of my translation. Unless I'm missing something. Because it normally has, like, a next time, the to be continued chapter 15, and then whatever it's called. But it doesn't look like we have that here. It looks like it's just this person pops up, and that's kind of, where we end up. I'll check the Crunchyroll translation if I can do it fast enough. I'll start talking about the chapter anyway. This was great. I loved it. It did make, like, there was a part of me, as much as I enjoyed the Elsie fight last week, there's a part of me that was like, we're kind of just, I don't know. I feel like Elsie was kind of built up to be strong. I was a little bit upset that, she was beat by Shiki pretty easily. But it's good to know that, like, that wasn't Elsie. which did work really well. Beyond that, we have a lot more. We have the Demon King as a name now. It's Ziggy of all things. Like, what kind of, okay, that's just the Demon King's name. And Elsie is a much more helpful figure than she seemed at first, who will definitely be coming back. That's not the last we've seen of her, absolutely not. Just because, you know, there is no way Hiro Mashima will abandon his Jellal clone. You know, like, Urza was an original design back in Fairy Tail, but, like, now that she's tied to another Jellal clone, another Sieg Heart clone, like, she's gonna be around the whole time. Nothing's gonna happen to her for a while. So hope you enjoy Elsie, because, you know. Okay, I'm on Crunchyroll, maybe it'll work. No, Crunchyroll does not have the next time thing. Alright. I got nothing. I don't know what the next chapter is called, because Crunchyroll's being weird. But yeah, we are now, I'm assuming this is our ship's hangar. I don't know if E4 is going to be a friend or foe, what exactly she is, if she's a she. She looks pretty feminine in her robotic design, as much as a robot maker designing a female robot would be. But yeah, honestly, there's a lot to look forward to here. So, full disclosure, as anyone who's seen my Fairy Tail videos probably knows, I'm a big fucking Jellal fan, and so seeing our new Jellal clone, Injustice, I'm more than happy to see what comes of them. Specifically, the fact that, like, they seem to have a relationship that's more than just, pirate and officer, you know? Almost like, to go way back into classic lit, Valjean and Javert, except Elsie doesn't seem quite as altruistic as Valjean. But I definitely see that there's some kind of history between Elsie and Justice. I rambled on for a while about Crunchyroll, and I'm really sorry. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what being born again means in this context. Going into what Elsie said about Mother, without the specific, evangelical Christian context, born again doesn't really mean much. So I'm kind of curious what kind of context the show will bring to make it mean something. But yeah, beyond that, I definitely think there's more to Elsie and Ziggy's relationship than she's letting on. I don't think that she's his daughter. I definitely don't think that after this, honestly. But I think there's definitely something more. I honestly don't know if... So it's just that skull thing, but we found out that's the copycat. Can the real Elsie do the skull thing, or is that just... Like, we know that the actual crew members and the real Elsie can't do the tentacle thing that the copycats were doing. But I don't know if they can do... if Elsie can do the skull face. So I don't know. Anyway, I kind of rambled on for a little while, so that's really all I have for this week's chapter. Hope you all enjoyed the video and the chapter itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like, subscribe, fill out that straw poll in the 2 weeks before it closes. And yeah, besides that, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!